The number here is 857,375. You start from this side, okay? That is the right side. You start from this side and you group the numbers in threes. Is this okay? Or let me do it this way, because in square roots we were putting the bar above. So let's put it this way. So group the numbers in threes. In square roots, what were you doing? You're grouping the number in twos, right? Here we group the numbers in threes. Okay. Now you have a look at this last digit here. Consider the first group. The first group. The first group here is 375. And in 375, you consider the units digit of this. What is the units digit here? 5. Which number, if you cube, you will get the last digit 5? This one, right?
And 5.
5.
Isn't it? 5 cube, if you cube, you will get the last digit as 5. So that means this 5 here, you write it here. Just below you write it. Okay, so that you remember. Fine. So we have taken care of the first group. Now we look at the next group, 857, this group. Now if you see 857 lies between which two numbers? 857 lies
Then
between
9 and 10.
729
9 to 10.
and no, it lies between 729 and 1000. That is, it lies between 9 cube and 10
9.
cube, right? So
We will take
857,
9.
So we
857
will take 9.
lies between 9 cube, 8 and 9. Huh? Yeah, okay. No, this is 9 cube and 10 cube only. Between 9 cube and 10 cube. 9 cube equal to 729 and 10 cube equal to 1000. So 857 lies between these two numbers. So what are the numbers here? 9 and 10, right? Which is the lower number?
9.
9. So therefore you write
9.
9 here. So therefore now you can write, therefore 857,375 must be equal to 95 cube. That means what is the cube root? Cube root of
So 95 is the answer.
857,375 is equal to cube root of 95 cube, which is equal to 95 centimeter. Clear with this? We'll take more examples. We'll take more examples. Okay. Let us take another example. Another example, yes, here. Question is, find the cube root of. Remember, this list you have to keep in mind, okay? Whenever you are finding cube root by approximation method, this list you will have to keep in mind. So this is, you have to find out the cube root of 85184. How do you find out the cube root? Write the number first, 85184. Group this number in threes. This is the first group and this is the next group. Since you don't have 3 digits here, you can introduce a 0 here. Okay, so we have grouped. Now look at the first group, which is 184. In this, you look at the last digit. What is the last digit here? 4. And
4.
which number when cube gives the last digit 4? 64. 4 cube gives you last digit as 64. So that means you write a 4 below here. Why 4? Because 4 cube is equal to, as 4 cube, this 4 we have written here. 4 cube is equal to 64. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Now we look at the second group. Second group is 85, this one. Now 85 lies between which two perfect cubes? If you see
64
85,
and 125.
64 and 125. It lies between 85 lies somewhere over here. So 85 lies between 4 cube equal to 64 and 5 cube is equal to 125. That is what are the numbers here? 4 and 5, right? 4 and 5. So which is the lower number? 4. Right here, 4. So that means now we have got the cube. So
44 cube.
85184 must be equal to 44 cube. So therefore cube root of 85184 is equal to cube root of 44 cube is equal to 44. Simple. Clear? Let us take one more, clarify a little further. Five nine three one nine. This is the given number. You have to find out the cube root of this. Okay, so let's write the number. Group the numbers. First group, second group, right? Now in the first group, 319. Look at the last digit, 9. Which number, if you cube, you will get the last digit as 9? This one, right? So 9 cube here, 9 cube will give you 729. That means these two are now the same, right? Last digits of these two. So therefore, what is the number here? 9. We write 9 here. Okay. Now you look at the next group, 59. 59 lies between which two perfect cubes? If we see 59 lies somewhere over here, between 3 cube and 4 cube. 59 lies between 3 cube equal to 27 and 4 cube is equal to 64. So which is the lower of the two? Between 3 and 4? So between 3 and 4, which is the lower one? 3. We write 3.
Sir, 3.
So therefore 59319, you can write this as 39 cube. So therefore what is the cube root? 59319 must be equal to cube root of 39 cube, which is equal to 30. That's it. Fine. So moving on to one problem based on this only. Based on this method only. Question here is the volume of a cubical box is 21.952. So you have a cubical box whose volume is given. What is a cubical box? What is a cube? You know what is a cube?
Sir, it is a three-dimensional object.
Yes. In which what? Three-dimensional object in which all the sides are the same length, right? In a
Yes,
cuboid,
sir.
you have the length, breadth, and height. In a cube, length, breadth, and height are all the same. All these lengths are equal, right? All these lengths are equal. All the
Yes,
length, breadth,
sir.
and height all are equal. And you already know that the volume of a cube is a cube. You know this, right? You have already done this, right? Volume of a cube is a cube, isn't it? You have done this in class 7. Yes? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
You have done this. Okay. So volume of a cube is a cube. So now let's see. The volume of a cubical box is 21.952. So if the volume of a cube is a cube, according to a problem, What is given here? Volume of the cubical box is 21.952, right? Which is 21,952 divided by 1000, right? So therefore, A is cube root of 21952 divided by 1000. We want to find out the cube root of this. Now see, clearly A is in the denominator you have got 1000. So 1000 can simply be written as 10 cube, right? Only numerator I don't know. So what will happen is I will try to find out the cube root of the numerator by approximation method. Okay. So 21952. Group in threes. This is one group. This is the next group. Right? Look at the last digit here. 2. Which number, if you cube, you'll get 2 as the last digit? Tell me which number?
Sir, 8.
8. Yes, 8.
Yes, sir.
8. Because
Yes,
8
sir.
cube, 8 into 8 into 8. 8 into 8 is 64. And 4 into 8 will give you 32. So the last digit is 2. Right? Whatever you get here. Okay. But last digit will definitely be 2. So 8 cube is
28.
yes. So therefore, you write here 8. Okay. Next, we look at the next group. 21. 21 lies between which two perfect cubes?
Sir, 2 and 3.
And
Yes.
3.
Lies between 2 cube is equal to 8 and 3 cube is equal to 27. Among 2 and 3, which is the lower one?
8, 8, 2 cube.
Lower is
So
2.
2 cube.
So we'll write here 2. So therefore, what is? So therefore, 21952 must be equal to 28 cube, right? So now coming back to this, what have we got? Hence, A is equal to cube root of 21952 is 28 cube. So we write 28 cube, and below we have 10 cube. So we can write this as cube root of 28 by 10 whole cube, which is equal to 28 by 10. Tell me.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Tell me.
So, what is the meaning of ATTP?
According to the problem.
Yes.
How much is the volume of the cube given according to the problem? 21.952. That's what I've written here. Anything
Okay,
else?
sir.
Okay. So we'll move on to the some miscellaneous problems on cube roots. Just give me a minute. So now we'll start with these problems. These problems are very similar to your square root problems. Okay. We need to prime factor, except that here we'll not be involving double numbers. That is, will not be involving pairs of primes. Here we'll be involving triplets of primes, equal primes. Question is 6,561 a perfect cube? Okay. So let's answer the first question. We want to check whether this is a perfect cube. So what do? You prime factorize 6,561. It is divisible by 3. You check the sum of the digits, you will see that again it is divisible by 3. Again, this is divisible by 3. Again, this is divisible by 3. Again. Okay, so our prime factorization is done. Now we organize this in triplets. This is one triplet, another triplet. Okay, and this does not form a triplet here, right? So therefore, 6561 can be written as, this is the first triplet, this is the next triplet, and this is a doublet, not a triplet. Okay. So can you say is it a perfect cube or not? since um, the third expression within brackets, that is this one, is not a triplet, therefore 6561 is not a perfect cube. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Just as we in squares, what we
Yes,
are doing,
sir.
while finding out in square numbers, we are showing pairs of equal primes. Here we only the only difference here is that we show this in terms of triplets, not in terms of pairs, because we are talking about cube numbers. Okay, the first question is answered. The question is now, next question. If not, find the smallest number by which 6561 is to be multiplied to get a perfect cube. So 6561, by what number should it be multiplied? See here, this is the only pair only one that is left, which is not a triplet, right? To make it a triplet, what you want to do? You want to multiply this by 3. And if you are multiplying this by 3, I must multiply this also by 3, right? So
Yes, sir.
what is your answer then? The smallest number by which 6561 be multiplied to make it a perfect cube. What is the number? 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
see,
sir.
that answers the second part of the question. Next, the question is find the cube root of the product. So now what you do, you multiply both sides. 6561 into 3 is equal to, now you have 3 triplets. This is the first triplet, next triplet, and third triplet. So now you have 3 triplets. Okay, what is the resulting product here? Six five six one into 3 is equal to, multiply this, you'll get 19,683, right? So therefore 19,683 must be equal to 3 into 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 3. So that means which is equal to 3 cube into 3 cube into 3 cube, which can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 whole cube, right? So therefore what should be the cube root of the product? Cube root of the resulting product. What is the resulting product here? This one, right? This one is the resulting product. Cube root of 19683 is equal to cube root of 3 into 3 into 3 whole cube, which is equal to 3 into 3 into 3, which is equal to 27. Clear with this? Just like square root.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We move on to the next problem.
Not a perfect.
Yes? Anyone asking any question?
No, sir.
So, question number 2. Is 8748 a perfect cube? If not, find the smallest number by which this should be divided. Earlier question was multiplied. Here it was divided. To get a perfect cube, find the cube root of the quotient. Okay, so let's prime factorize 8748. Now this will divide with 3. Okay. Now arrange in triplets. First triplet, second triplet, third triplet. Right. So is it a perfect cube? Looks like it is a perfect cube. Have I made any mistake? No, this looks fine. 1, 3 is left, I think.
So 1, 3 is left.
1, 2 is left. Okay. So this is this should be 3, not 2. We are dividing this by 3, isn't it?
Oh, 3 and 2 both are left.
Okay. So we have this does not form a triplet. That means 2 is not forming a triplet. We'll leave it as it is. We just give a curly bracket here. And this forms a triplet. This forms a triplet. And also this does not form a triplet, right? So let's write this as 8748 is equal to, let's write the triplet first. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 3, right? So now see here, the question is by what number should it be divided? So by what number should it be divided? That means I want to remove this, right? And I want to remove this. If I can remove this, then I'll get this triplet and this triplet, isn't it? So therefore, the required number by which 8748, required smallest number in fact, be divided to make it a perfect cube is equal to, what is the number? This one, because we want to remove this. And what else? We want to remove this also, right? So this is the number. What is the number here then? I think should be 12. The smallest
12.
number by which should be divided is 12. Okay, so this answers the first part of the question. Second part of the question is, okay. The first part of the question is this a perfect cube? So you'll write here, the 8748 is not a perfect. Okay. Now this is the next part of the answer. That is by what number should it be divided? And the third part of the question is, third and the final part of the question is, find the cube root of the quotient. Okay. So what you do here is 8748. By what number are we dividing this? By what number are we dividing this? We are dividing this by 12, right?
12.
2 into 2 into 3. And we are dividing this also by 2 into 2 into 3, isn't it? So that means here what will happen? You start cancelling here. You get 4374. Next you cancel, you get 2187. And next you cancel, you get 729. Right? So you get 729 is equal to, and obviously this here will cancel. This here will cancel. So getting 729 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3.
Thank you.
Okay. So what is the resulting quotient? Resulting quotient is 729, isn't it? Therefore,
Thank you.
729 is equal to, you can write this as 3 cube into 3 cube, which is equal to 3 into 3 whole cube. So that means cube root of 729 is equal to cube root of this. That means it's equal to 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. And that's your answer. Cube root of the resulting product is 9. You can write here cube root of the quotient, not resulting product, cube root of the quotient is equal to. Okay, that's it. Moving on to the next problem. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:5. If the difference of their cubes is 61, find the numbers. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:5. So I can take the numbers as 4x and 5x. So let the two numbers be. You have done this already, right? Earlier in ratio and proportion. Have you done this in class 7? If numbers are in the
No,
ratio,
sir.
if the numbers are in
Yes,
ratio
sir.
4:5, you can take the numbers to be 4x and 5x. You have done this already, right? In class 7.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if they let the two numbers be 4x and 5x. If the numbers are in the ratio 4:5, I can take the numbers to be 4x and 5x. Now the difference of the cubes is 61. Difference, what do you mean? When if I say difference between A and B. What do you mean by this? Difference means either A minus B or B minus A, isn't it? If I say difference. If I say positive difference, that means that means A minus B must be positive. See here, what is the difference of the cubes? Difference of the cubes here is 61. That means the difference is positive. That means the greater number minus the smallest number must be equal to 61. You agree with me? Yes. Greater number, which one out of 4x and 5x? Which is the greater number? 5x.
So 5.
5x, isn't it? So what is the difference of the cubes?
Correct.
Take the greater number, 5x, cube it, minus the smaller number, cube. So how much do you get? You get 125x cube
Correct.
minus 64x cube, right? Which is equal to 61x cube. Remember, when you are cubing this, always do not make this mistake. Do not write this as 5x cube minus 4x cube. This is wrong. When you are cubing, this is a very common mistake that you make. When you are cubing, 5x whole cube means 5 cube x cube. And 4x whole cube means 4 cube x cube, which will now give you 125x cube minus 64x cube. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Do not make this mistake. Okay. So we get 61x cube as the difference of the cube. So according to the problem, how much should be the difference? 61x cube must be equal to, what is the difference here given? Difference of the cubes is 61.
61.
61. So that means you get x cube is equal to 61 by 61. That means you get x cube is equal to 1. That means you get x is equal to cube root of 1, which is equal to 1. So getting the value of x as 1. So what are the numbers? The numbers are, what were the numbers we had taken? We had taken the numbers as 4x and 5x.
So 4x and 5x.
4x is equal to 4 into 1, which is equal to 4, and 5x. Put the value of x here, 5 into 1, which is equal to 5. And that's your answer. Clear with this? The numbers are 4 and 5.
Yes, sir.
And last sum for today. Very easy one. Evaluate. Cube root of 27 plus cube root of 0.008 plus cube root of 0.0064. Now 27, you already know that 27 is the cube of 3, right? So 27 can be written as 3 cube. Plus, now these two are decimal numbers. You can convert them to fractions first. You can write 0.008 as 8 by 1000. And you can write 64 as 64 by 1000. Okay. So this is cube root of 3 cube plus, and you know that 8 is nothing but 2 cube. So you can write this as 2 cube. And 1000 is nothing but
Sir,
10 cube. Yes, tell me.
sir, you have added one more zero in 0.06.
0 point.
Sir, you have added one more zero in 0.064.
Okay, okay. One more zero. No, okay. I've written the question wrongly. 0.064. Now this is okay. So 8 is 2 cube and 1000 is 10 cube plus cube root of, now you know 4 cube is 64, right? So you can write 64 as 4 cube. Or if you can't understand, then you can always prime factorize, no problem. 10 cube. If bigger numbers are given, try to prime factorize them. Is equal to cube root of 3 cube plus, you can write this as cube root of 2 by 10 whole cube plus cube root of 4 by 10 whole cube. Now cube root of 3 cube is nothing but 3. Cube root of this, you have a cube here, right? Under a cube root, you can simply write this as 2 by 10. And again, you can write this as 4 by 10, right? So that is what your answer should be. Now you can take the LCM and simplify this. You can cancel here. So getting 3 plus 1/5 plus 2/5. Take the LCM. 15 plus 1 plus 2. 18 by 5. And that's your answer. You can leave the answer in your fraction. Or if you want, you can convert to decimal also. 3 point, you can write it as a mixed fraction, 3 by 5. Or you can also write this as 3.6 also. That's it. So that should be your solution. Clear with this? So I'll stop here for today.
Yes, sir.